Q1Q Pharmacy. Quality healthcare at affordable price.
Summer holidays vandachu, நம்ம GT Holidays vandachu. GT Holidays, South India's #1 travel brand.
Oscar is always on right track. That is why Fast Track Taxi app உடனே download பண்ணுங்க.
At the bus stop, excuse me, at the bus stop, the vortex is dead stop, the front left is damaged, the door is up, the driver's climbing out of the vortex. This will surely be a code 60 with 10 minutes left on the clock, but the Ajithkumar car, oh no, there's another twist in the tail in 992. From a podium position, Ajithkumar Racing have had an incident at the bus stop chicane and they are well off the road, Ben Constanduros. And that's a fast braking point. Going into that corner, they're braking in a 992 at 155 miles an hour. The driver is out the car. Fabian Defoe is out the car. The rear left has been damaged. What has gone on there for Ajithkumar Racing with their new partnership with Red Ant?
Oh, and they just inherited a really lovely pot in 992 AM. Nobody seems to want to get a podium in that. Jutta Racing come in to get fuel. Glenn Van Berlo Motorsport come in to get fuel as well. Getting back into the vortex, which is of course our leader in GTX as well. And may stay leader in GTX because they have a 15-lap advantage over the second place in GTX, which is the 902. So now I don't know the rules about if you have to finish to be classified or not, or take the last lap. But we've only got 8.5 minutes left of the race, so there's no way you can get 15 laps back in 8.5 minutes.
A little bit of gesturing from Fabian Defoe, from who's got to be nearly 100 meters away from the vortex towards the vortex in, I would say, displeasure. Diana will hopefully get down there and try and find out from Ajithkumar Racing what's going on. Ajithkumar has just had his podium lost. He still takes time to smile and have a photograph.
Unbelievable.
That's a true pro. Oh no.
Of course, the guys down there in the pits don't know what's going on.
Well, they'll have access to the pictures in some of the garages, but that Ajithkumar Racing car has gone miles off the road at the bus stop. I mean, you're braking from 155 miles an hour down to 40 miles an hour. The car looks like it's definitely not slowed enough.
Oh, okay. Did you see the hand gesture? They suggested they were side by side going into the braking zone, and that the vortex moved over on the Porsche, and the Porsche went up in the air. That was what was being explained on the by somebody to Mathieu Dutroux.
Dear.
Drama at the end of 12 hours. Code 60. Yellow flags, of course, as well.
Huge drama. Yeah, that's such a shame for Ajithkumar Racing. The only thing is if Van Berlo Motorsport can't get what they're trying to repair with the belt in the engine, are they trying, if they don't get back out, does this then potentially put Escuderia Farron onto the podium all of a sudden? That's what Pablo Blas Silvero told us, that we wanted to be up on the top 3 positions, so they might well get that wish. Diana, what can you shed on this one?
Well, I'm sort of running up and down at the minute, so if I run out of breath, you'll have to bear with me. The 925 you were just talking about by Bascuton Racing, that car is still in the garage. I don't think that's going to get back out in the next 5 to 8 minutes, to be honest. So we'll just have to watch. If it comes out, I will let you know as I just head up to the end just to see what else is going on here in the pit lane.
The big one is trying to find out from Ajithkumar Racing 901 what's going on. That's it looks like there's been a big incident between that and the vortex, and where the Ajithkumar car has ended up is so far beyond. It's almost as if it's gone kind of straight on, and a good 100 meters beyond the turning point of the corner. Really a nasty one, a very nasty one indeed. Both drivers out of the car, we must say, both on their own power, which is what we always like to see. That is the main thing. but result-wise, not what Ajithkumar Racing were looking for. And likewise, the Vortex, they likely will still be classified as the leading GTX car. They'll be brought back to the pits now on the flatbed, but with 5 minutes and 33 seconds to go, that will be their kind of competitive running all finished, unfortunately. Well, we said there was twists in the tail to come. I wasn't quite what I had in mind.
So I'm reading the series regulations, and I don't think you need to take the checkered flag to be classified. You just need to do 50% of the race of the class leader. So that Vortex is still going to win in GTX, even though it's not going to be able to take the checkered flag. And great to see that Jerry's going to be the man to wave that flag in 5 minutes' time.
Yeah, checkered flag on a fantastic career with Creventic. And what a story that this championship has. Many more stories to tell as we travel all over the world with some amazing people, amazing teams, and a checkered flag with well wishes all over it. I love that. I don't speak Dutch, but I did spot the word pension on there as well. Enjoy your pension, Jerry. Quite right. Enjoy it. Fantastic, fantastic stuff. The leader has been confirmed as on the last lap now, coming through Eau Rouge. Not exactly flat out at 60 kilometers an hour, this Porsche 992 GT3R with Chris Froggatt aboard, capable of much more, but the whole field neutralized because of that incident at the bus stop, unfortunately. But for Ziggosport Tempesta, I mean, what a story. How cool is this? You know, they've teamed up with one of the best teams in the Creventic paddock, but Chris Froggatt not having any experience in the car now. A very, very animated Fabien Defoe. The body language tells to me, Ben Constanduros, of not someone who felt that they were at fault there, who felt that the other driver was at fault. I'm not a body language expert, but that was pretty clear.
Yeah, unfortunately so. From what we've deduced from the bits of pictures and that car, but obviously he knows that there's enough damage that the car can't continue. Just in terms of classification, the actual words in the regulations are cars will be classified in order of the number of the laps completed, and then in order in which they have crossed the finishing line if there are equal number of laps. So you just need to complete as many laps as possible. You don't necessarily need to take the checkered flag. So those cars in the pits, those cars that have retired late on, their wheel, that side looks okay. It's obviously lost the front splitter, but the damage must be on the right-hand side of that car. And there's not even that many tracks in the gravel by the looks of things.
Now, if there's anyone listening who has command of the French language, we do apologise if you picked up any bad language over the tannoy. It's can happen in a live pit lane, and particularly when an incident like that's happened. But nevertheless, if you picked up on anything, do apologise for that.
I translated it exactly.
Well, so. I mean, in one class as well, all the drama in one class. The 992 AM, two cars looking good for a podium, one looking good for a win, one looking good for a podium, and it goes up in smoke.
And also no opportunity for the last 10 minutes of racing to change things. So RPM Racing have ended up second in 992, and Holmgaard have ended up third. I think they were slightly saved by the fact they were in the pits when this Code 60 was called, and they didn't drop behind Martin Rump and the Mulner Motorsport 921. Well, that's a great result for Mulner. Okay, it's fourth. Third in class, but and fourth in 992. But considering they were parked up at the side of the road on lap one, they've managed to defeat the rest. Now, Fabien Defoe in the Ajithkumar Racing Porsche classified second in AM, but won't go any further. Glenn Van Berlo classified third in AM, but won't go any further. The question is, on this last lap, will the 949 Escudo Faron Porsche, which is still running, be able to get one more lap and therefore find themselves
Yes, it
ahead?
will, because it's just coming up to Lecombe, to Eau Rouge at the moment, behind the leader. So it will complete another lap.
That'll only move it up to third. So
they will get a podium.
But Ajithkumar is going to stay on the podium in second.
Is he? Right, okay.
They're not going to. They're not actually going to lose out
of
at
course,
all.
You're right. Good spot. So that is that at least is good news. Not the way they wanted their weekend to end, I might add.
Very unusual end to the 992.
A very, very unusual end, yes. What a weekend for JMEC Engineering, a tiny, tiny team. James Collins, the car owner, we had a wonderful conversation with him after the Barcelona 24 hours last year, and he admitted, he said, when we drove into the paddock in Barcelona with the car on the back of a trailer and we saw the trucks, and he thought,
Q1Q Pharmacy, quality healthcare at affordable price.
Summer holidays வந்தாச்சு, நம்ம GT Holidays-உம் வந்தாச்சு. GT Holidays, South India's #1 travel brand.
Oscar is always on right track. That is why fast track taxi அப்ப உடனே டவுன்லோட் பண்ணுங்க.